Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're taking a look at the Zelos Swordfish 40mm version. So I bought this a few weeks ago. Wish I can remember how long ago it's been by now, but let's get it open. It comes in this nice watch roll, and the wood box is nice as well. It's nothing too fancy, but it's a nice touch. And this watch did not come with any extra straps. You do have the, I'm not sure what this is, copper warranty card, brass, I'm not sure what metal that is, but anyway. So here it is. I'm actually selling this watch, selling it to a friend, basically for what I paid for it. I'm not the type to buy these and I forget what it's called. Not a hoarder, but I'm not a goucher. Goucher, is that the word? Anyway, I'm at loss for words, but I'm not going to buy it and then sell it for like hundreds more later. Sorry about that. Loss for words there. So it still has the plastic on the bracelet. I might peel it back, but I'm not going to size it. The guy I'm selling this to asked me not to size it, so I'm just going to put it on wrist like this. But it's a nice bracelet. It's very similar to the other bracelets that I have been on these. This is narrower though. This is 20mm versus 22. I'll do a follow-up video here comparing this to the 42mm. The clasp is a little bit different, but it's a milled clasp. And this does have the quick release, quick attach pins down here. It has the same engraved, well, similar engraved case back. And this is number 68 of 100. So again, this has a Meteorite dial, which I've always wanted to watch with the Meteorite dial. I kind of have mixed feelings on selling it, but I simply cannot keep them all. So I'm happy to pass this one on for the same price I picked it up for. Ceramic bezel. Bezel action is perfectly fine. This has the sandwich dial. I'm kind of mixed on sandwich dials. I think I would prefer to have applied indices, but you know, these are neat as well. You don't see those too often. So a sandwich dial, if you don't know, is the Meteorite dial has cutouts for the loom to show through from underneath, and also you have the date cutout window there as well. And that is, I do like that it is black to kind of better match the dial. Actually, I have, no, it doesn't have a date on it, but you know, like for example, the SKX, it's got a blue dial, but then the white date window, so it may look better with a black one. Speaking of that, I have, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here, but this is the SKX 171 with the black dial and black date window. This gives a little bit of a cleaner look, I think. So let's get back into this watch. This is 40mm case diameter. Lug to lug on it is 46. Thickness is pretty thin at 12. And this is a 200-meter dive watch versus 300 for the previous version of the Swordfish. And I think I already mentioned, but this has 20mm lugs, which looks fine to me for this size watch. One thing that is not on the website is the lug to lug width with this fixed center link. It protrudes out further than the lugs. It does angle down pretty nicely, so it may not be that much of an issue, but I measured it at 51mm, and my wristband is 52. So you'll see that in a moment with the wrist shot here. Yeah, I think the hands are gilded actually. With the light, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, but those hands are definitely gild color. Like the watch I'll compare this to in the next video, the black sand that I have. But here, with these hands are stainless. So this is also a 42mm Swordfish with the frost dial. I'll be selling this one too. Just haven't gotten around to it yet because I have another watch in mind that I want to compare this to before I sell it. So I have a lot of ideas floating around in my head here. Again, so sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel insert. It's actually a loomed ceramic bezel insert. I will show off the loom after the wrist shot here. And the loom is CX3 and BGW9. It does have the Seiko NH35 movement, so I'm not sure how they got it down to 12 millimeter. The SKX I was showing here a moment ago, this one right here, this is 13.5 thick. So actually, let's show you these side by side. The Seiko this reminds me of is a Seiko Monster. That gives me another idea. I might have to do another comparison video. So anyway, let's get this on wrist, and then we'll do the loom shot, and we'll call it a video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Like the video if you've liked it, and please leave a comment if there's, well, I won't have this watch much longer, so I probably won't be able to compare it to anything else, but one of the other ones I could. If you want me to compare this to another watch, I can try and do that, depending if I have it in my collection here. So let me zoom out. So again, I have a 6.5 inch wrist circumference, obviously, and then my wristband is about 52 millimeter, depending on how tight you squeeze the calipers. But this is I really like this watch, these style of watches, and it's not too terribly thick. It's not the thinnest, but it's not the thickest either, so it's a nice balance. So let me know what you think of this watch. Maybe the word I was thinking of is scalpers. Let me know what you think of scalpers, people that buy these and just to sell them for big, huge markups. You a fan of the free market, or do you think people should let the true enthusiasts buy these? I don't know. That could be a topic for another video. Just trying to see if that loom pip is centered. Yeah, right there is centered. You don't have the chapter ring to try and match up three things at once, which is pretty hard. So you just have the two of them. It's not a big deal. For example, the Seiko SKX 009. See, they all kind of line up there. So anyway, I think that about covers it. Let me pause the video and I'll be right back with the loom shot. Alright, so here's the 40 millimeter Swordfish side by side with my SKX 009. Since I still have the tape on this bracelet, I can't lay them on the table flat, so I'm trying to hold them steady here. Say the SKX 009 is a little bit brighter by eye, but the Swordfish has much more loom. It has that loomed chapter ring, which apparently I didn't do a good job blasting with a flashlight. I do have a UV light, but I need to replace the battery in that. So it's not going to be very fair side by side here, but to get you a better idea of that chapter ring being lit up. I'm not sure which is the BGW9 and which is the CX3. I think the CX3 is the chapter ring, that more blue color, and the greenish I think is the BGW9, but I'm really not sure. If you guys know which is which, feel free to comment. But you can see the ceramic bezel insert is loomed as well. So as always, thank you for watching, and let me know what you think of this watch and what do you think of meteorite dials in general. Alright, catch you guys on the next one.